Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. It's New Week of Comics in my hands. Is one of those releases. It's Gwen Stacy #1, and fairly interesting comic to be coming out from Marvel. So what Marvel's been doing, they've been doing a lot of this, is kind of filling in gaps of various characters, doing some more backstory, not really retcons necessarily, but definitely using space that is wide open to do some interesting new things. So this series is written by Christos, Gage. Todd Nauck is the artist. Rachelle Rosenberg is the colorist. Caramagna is the letterer. Of course, covered by Adam Hughes. And this series does that with Gwen Stacy. It is one where it is diving into her life before we knew her as the love interest of Peter Parker, character in Spider-Man, and obviously the tragic life that she lived. So this kind of fills in some of that gap, uses that unknown history to weave a new tale. And then the first issue it's intriguing. It's really interesting. Interesting in that, one, it kind of has like this mature Archie vibe about it in many ways. And that's not necessarily a bad thing at all. And then the other is that it does take advantage of not knowing Gwen's history a whole lot to try to do something new. The result is kind of mixed. Like the comic's not necessarily bad, it's not great, but it's really interesting. And I have a feeling once the full arc is done, things will get a bit more, bit better. So what the comic does and takes advantage of is obviously Gwen's father is a police officer. The story has a lot to do with him. Dealing with crime, her life of in high school, and it's interesting in that the comic is a throwback in many ways, obviously because it takes place in the past, but at the same time some of the attitudes are very modern. So there's this weird clash at times where things don't quite feel like they fit. It would be like someone saying SJW were woke in a film from like the 70s. There's something about it that just doesn't work, and just kind of takes you out of it a little bit. And there's bits and pieces of that in this comic. It's not necessarily a negative thing overall, but it's interesting in that I can't quite get a feel as to when the comic takes place and like what the time frame is. Obviously, it's the past, and Marvel is always kind of a shifting time. So this one winds up in this weird, I have no idea when it takes place time-wise, and I think that became an obsession and a focus of mine, and a little bit of a distraction reading the issue. But the plot is interesting. There's some stuff at the end that's a reveal that I'm kind of wondering if it really fits into the Spider-Man timeline. I always thought some things that it shows came after Spider-Man was created, though there's some interesting hints as to when this takes place in the Spider-Man world. Not really hints, but just outright says when this takes place in the Spider-Man world. So it kind of has me wanting to go back and check out some of those things, how much they jive here and there. The art is decent. The cover is fantastic. The interiors are okay. Like it's, as I said, it's decent. Like it doesn't blow me away. It doesn't distract me. It doesn't totally turn me off of the comic, but at the same time, the art doesn't quite hook me the way I would hope it would. The cover is so good, I think, and then the interior kind of just is a little bit of a letdown from the cover. I think I might have tried gone with a more of an Archie feel. I think that would have been a stronger style for the series. But overall, like it's not a bad debut. It's just not one that quite catches me and hooks me right away. I see what they're trying to go with it, and there's probably some other directions I might have taken it, some other focuses. But overall, like it's an intriguing start. So it's out in comic shops this week. You can go get it. Go use the link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some affiliate links there. Affiliate links do we get a small percentage of that by doing that. You help support our site, so thank you. And speaking of support, I want to thank Marvel for hooking us up with this review copy. We appreciate it, and thank you for watching. Now, if you're into Marvel, If you're into Marvel, if you're into comics in general, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all over. All at Graphic Policy, keeping it nice and consistent. So until next time, keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.